India's best UPSC interview guidance by former UPSC board members. 5-pronged approach includes DAF briefing, one-to-one sessions, regional information guidance, feedback by a psychologist, mock interview mimicking the actual interview by former UPSC board members only at KPIS Delhi. This is the guidance by the best to ace the UPSC race. WhatsApp your DAF to 9133957733 now.
Hello and a very warm welcome to KPIS Delhi. This is Anil and I welcome you all to this CARE initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering program. So let us look at the important articles that came up in today's newspaper. So first issue that we are going to take up is regarding the Union Ministry of Education releases a survey called as acing Survey, All India Survey on Higher Education 2021 and 22. So basically this survey says that more women have opted for science stream rather than men, which was an outcome of this All India Survey on Higher Education. This forms part of your GS paper 1, which is social and developmental issues, and also it can be interchangeably used in your prelims as well as mains, including your essay paper, because reports, the statistics and any sort of activities can be interchangeably used across all these three levels. Second issue that we are going to talk up is regarding the awards and honors. Recently, on the eve of Republic Day, the President has approved conferment of 132 Padma Awards for the year 2024. So this forms part of your current events of national and international importance, awards and honors. So that we will be looking into it. Then the third important issue is regarding Turkey finally backs Sweden's NATO bid. This particular article says that the Sweden's attempt to join the NATO has cleared a major hurdle after Parliament of Turkey supported its membership. We'll be looking at this particular institution called as NATO and what are the benefits that Sweden is going to get because of the membership in NATO. And next important issue is regarding snowfall in Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. We didn't witness any kind of snowfall in the month of January in Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Forms part of your ecology and environment section. And also it can also be within your physical geography of India, including your climate. So the next issue that we are going to take up is Odisha to start a melanistic tiger safari near Simlipal Tiger Reserve. So Odisha is going to start a melanistic tiger safari. The Odisha government has decided this, which will be first of its kind anywhere in the world. These are the important issues that we are going to take up in today's newspaper. Now let's begin with the first issue. The first issue that we are going to talk about is regarding this higher education. Whenever you talk about higher education is an important part of your education system because it helps in assisting creating human capital as well as technological capabilities of different stakeholders, be it social economic development of society depends only if your human capital and technological capabilities are created, which is part and parcel of your higher education system. So as a whole, technological and institutional growth are the two important components of overall national economic development. So which in turns depends upon the level of education in the country. So higher education, as I told you, it plays a very vital role in facilitating these changes by helping integrated advancement of training, research and dynamic economic realities. So if you look at the importance accorded to this higher education as well, the United Nations International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights of 1966 declares in its Article 13 that higher education shall be made equally accessible to all bases of capacity by every appropriate means and particularly by introduction of free education. UN Covenant has also emphasized on this concept of higher education. If you talk about the present higher education system in India, it is large and complex body which constituting different layers reflecting in the structure of our country. So one major concern of our higher education system in India is the problem of financing, as we all are aware. Financing, which is due to education being a component in the concurrent list The public expenditure in education is an indicator of government's commitment towards the education sector, which is commonly shown by various indicators like your share or percentage of GDP spent on education. So this is the importance accorded to higher education system. So whenever you talk about this higher education system, few important reports forms part of your higher education system. One such thing is the report which was released by Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education releases this report called as AC report, All India Survey on Higher Education for the year 2021 and 22. So recently this Ministry of Education has released this. This AC report is basically an annual web-based survey which is conducted or released since 2010 and 2011. So it is an annual web-based survey. Earlier, the erstwhile Ministry of Human Resource Development used to release this, portraying the status of higher education in the country. So this survey is being conducted as part of Central Sector Scheme, under which higher education statistics and public information systems are functioning. So the survey is basically based on voluntary uploading of data by institutions of higher education, and it also covers all higher educational institutions in the country. So these higher educational institutions are broadly categorized into three heads. One is your universities, second is your colleges and institutions, and third is your stand-alone institutions. You are aware, universities. Second category is colleges and institutions. The affiliated colleges which are under those universities are the second category. Third is stand-alone institutions. When I say stand-alone institutions, they are not affiliated with any sort of universities and are not empowered to provide any degrees. Therefore, they run diploma level programs. These are the three categories through which higher educational institutions are distributed. So this is about the survey, All India Survey on Higher Education. So now if you look at the important aspects, when I say higher education, what do you mean by higher education? The term higher education with respect to India, it basically denotes the tertiary level of education that is imparted after your 12 years of schooling. This includes your undergraduate courses, bachelor's degrees, postgraduate courses such as master's degree, doctoral programs or any such kind of professional courses. This is about the higher education system which was prevalent in our country. So the issue here is recently the Ministry of Education has released this All India Survey on Higher Education report of 2021 and 22. What are the key takeaways from this above report? Because these facts, these statistics, these numbers can be interchangeably used across all your GS papers. When you are talking about any issue with respect to higher education, these has to be quoted. So important key highlights or takeaways from this All India Survey of Higher Education report is there has been 26.5% increase in the enrollment in higher education, that is to 4.33 crore in 2021 and 22 from 4.14 crore in 2020 and 21. So 26.5% increase in enrollment of higher education, which is a positive factor. Second important key takeaway as per ICA report is female enrollment in higher education saw an increase of 57 crore in 2014 and 15 to 2.07 crore in 2021 and 22. This constitutes 32% increase. Female enrollment ratio has increased by 32% according to the latest report. Third important takeaway is female gross enrollment ratio. Female gross enrollment ratio also continues to be more than male gross enrollment ratio for the fifth consecutive year since 2017 and 18. Next important thing is the report suggests a significant 44% in enrollment of SC students since 2014 and 15. And another important key takeaway, there has also been a notable increase of 51% in enrollment of female SC students in 2021 and 22 compared to 2014 and 15. And there is also remarkable increase in the enrollment of female ST students in 2021 and 22 as well. About 22% rise in female faculty and teachers has been reported in the survey compared to 2014 and 15. Apart from this, even if you talk about the North Indian data as well, the student enrollment from the North Indian states has also increased in 2021 and 22, which is approximately 12.02 lakh students from Northeast compared to 9.36 lakhs in 2014 and 15. These are some important key takeaways. And if you talk about specific takeaways, there is also a certain system that has been discipline-wise enrollment, and students from various countries, 173 countries, also chose to come to India and take up their higher education as well. And even the UGC chairman, as per this particular report, has also highlighted that there is disparity in the STEM. There is disparity in the STEM field. STEM field stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So there has been that. So among the disciplines at undergraduate levels, enrollment ratio is high in arts, followed by your sciences. Then comes your commerce, and engineering and technology stands at the last. So among the streams at postgraduate level, maximum students are enrolled in social sciences. These are some important things that has to be taken into consideration. Now, going through an MCQ based on this particular survey. All India Survey on Higher Education, IC report 2019 and 2021 and 22, sorry. So consider the following statements. More women opted for science stream than men. This is the first statement. If you look at this particular statement, as I told you, more women opted for science stream than men as per this latest survey, according to the survey released by Ministry of Education. Statement 1 is correct here. Second, the female enrollment in Northeast state is lower than male counterpart. Is it true? No. Because as I told you, the total enrollment ratio in the Northeast stands at 12.02 lakhs in 2021 and 22 as compared to 9.36 lakhs in 2014 and 15. So the female enrollment in Northeast is 6.07 lakhs in 6.07 lakhs in 2021 and 22, which is higher than the male counterparts, which stands at 5.95 lakhs. So statement 2 was wrong. If you could eliminate statement 2, you are left out with only one option. Option C is correct. The third statement also stands true. In case of SC female students, the enrollment ratio has increased in 2021 and 22 compared to previous year. We have seen in the above key takeaways or important highlights. So answer is C. Similar question has also been asked in UPSC Prelims 2012 as well. Which of the following provisions of the Constitution does India have a bearing on education? When you talk about education, your directive principles, rural and urban local bodies, 5th schedule, 6th schedule, and 7th schedule. All the 5 statements stand true here. Answer is option D. Now coming to the next important issue. The next issue, here we are going to talk about the awards, the Padma Awards. The President of India has approved the conferment of 132 Padma Awards for the year 2024. Whenever you talk about these Padma Awards, the basic key takeaways is for the year 2024, the President has conferred these Padma Awards. 5 Padma Vibhushan Awards, 17 Padma Bhushan Awards, and 110 Padma Shri Awards were conferred, making it a total of 132. So now, when you talk about the background of these Padma Awards, the Padma Awards were annually released on Republic Day, 26th of January. So it was first instituted in the year 1954. It is one of the highest civilian awards of this country. So the major objective of conferment of this Padma Awards is to recognize the achievements in all fields of activities or disciplines where an element of public service is involved. So these Padma Awards, these awards are basically categorized into 3 heads: your Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Shri. Padma Vibhushan is accorded for someone who exhibits exceptional and distinguished service. Padma Bhushan is for distinguished service of higher order, and Padma Shri is for distinguished service. This is the classification or categorization of these awards. So Padma Vibhushan is the highest in the hierarchy of Padma awards, followed by Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. So this is the major important aspect. So recently, for the year 2024, the list of winners of Padma Awards has been conferred. Padma Vibhushan has been granted to former Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and actors like Chiranjeevi and Y. Jayantimala Bali and Bharatanatyam dancer Padma Subramanyam will be conferred the Padma Vibhushan, the country's second highest civilian award. Because the country's first highest civilian award of this country is Bharat Ratna. After this Bharat Ratna, these Padma awards comes in the hierarchy, or for any sort of recognition for exceptional service or performance of higher order in the field of human endeavor. These are considered. So there are some factual information. The names who have been accorded this Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri are factual information. So these are the things that you need to know with respect to this Padma Awards. Because questions based on awards, honors has also been asked in UPSC examination. Because in the year 2021, a question has been asked regarding Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards in your prelims examination. So this also stands important from the examination point of view. So let's solve this particular MCQ. Which of the following statement with regard to the Padma Awards is correct? Padma Vibhushan is the highest civilian award of the country. No, it is Bharat Ratna. This is true. This is false. Second, Padma Bhushan is awarded for distinguished service of higher order. We have seen this. So statement B is correct. Similar question has also been asked in UPSC regarding Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards. Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards are titled under Article 18, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India. It is true. Is it true? Here he is asking which of the following are not correct. So here all the three statements are not correct. Padma Awards, which were instituted in 1954, were superseded only once. It is not true. The number of Bharat Ratna awards is restricted to the maximum of 5 in particular year. All the three statements false in this particular question. Next, coming to the next important issue. This particular issue, no snowfall in Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. It forms part of your GS paper 1 Physical Geography of India, which includes climate, and also forms part of your ecology and environment. Because the year January, in any year, the month of January is usually regarded as the month where Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh are basically blanketed with snow. So this winter, however, has seen the regions extremely dry without any snowfall. So this is a phenomenon that has been witnessed in Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. So the weather experts predict that there are certain reasons. There are three major reasons behind this lack of snowfall in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. What are the three reasons? The basic three reasons because of no snowfall in this particular regions is: number one, a drastic fall in western disturbances over northwestern. There has been drastic fall in western disturbances. This is the primary reason. When you talk about this western disturbances, these western disturbances are basically storms that originate in mid-latitude regions, and they travel thousands of kilometers to bring rains in northern India. So there has been drastic fall in western disturbances. So such western disturbances in winter, they basically dissipate fog and increase the sunshine incident on the ground, raising certain temperatures. So when the temperatures are low, it results into snowfall and water bearing available as the snow melts. So this can be a reason for lack of snowfall, drastic fall in western disturbances. Second important reason for lack of snowfall is prevailing El Nino conditions. As I told you, the prevailing El Nino conditions over the equatorial Pacific Ocean or warmer ocean temperatures may also have led to lower snowfall in that particular region. Third important reason for lack of snowfall is the absence of jet streams as well, because these jet streams are powerful winds which has a range from 250 to 320 kilometers per hour. These winds travel from about 12 kilometers above the mean sea level. So these jet streams set in after the withdrawal of monsoon, and they are also able to draw in moisture from the Arabian Sea. So these carries certain conditions which were prevalent for snowfall. So absence of jet streams could be your third reason. These three reasons are very important. Lack of snowfall is attributed to three: drastic fall in western disturbances, prevailing El Nino conditions, and the absence of strong jet streams. So now let us look at an MCQ related to this particular topic. Which of the following are the reasons for the lack of snowfall in Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh region? Number 1, enhanced western disturbance over northeast. It is not enhanced western disturbance. It is fall in drastic western disturbances. Statement 1 is wrong. Prevailing El Nino conditions. Yes, it is correct. And strong jet streams. No, it is not strong jet streams. Absence of jet streams is the reason. So here only 2 is correct. Prevailing El Nino conditions. Similar question regarding western disturbances was also asked in UPSC Preliminary Examination 2021. With reference to western disturbances, consider the following statements. They are low pressure storms that originate from subtropical high pressure regions. It is absolutely true. Jet streams blowing south of the Himalayas bring western disturbances in India. This is also true. They are beneficial for wheat and apple crops in the country. True. All three statements are correct here. Moving on to next important issue. Next important issue is talking about a melanistic tiger safari which was introduced by the Odisha government near the Simlipal Tiger Reserve. So this forms part of your GS paper 3, Ecology and Environment. Odisha will start a melanistic tiger safari near Simlipal Tiger Reserve. So this initiative taken by the Odisha government will be the first of its kind anywhere in this world. So what is this melanistic tiger safari? You need to understand. Whenever you come across this term melanistic or melanism, melanism is basically a genetic condition in which there is increased production of melanin. Melanin is a substance in the skin that produces hair, eye, and skin pigmentation, which results in black or nearly black skin, feathers, or hair in the animal. You can see this in this particular tiger. So basically the Royal Bengal tigers who are stationed in the Simlipal belong to this unique lineage of higher than normal levels of melanin, which gives them black as well as yellow interspersed stripes on their coats. This is visible in this particular picture. So these tigers are not entirely black and are therefore more accurately described as being pseudo-melanistic. Pseudo-melanistic. This is the important point. So this has been introduced in Simlipal Tiger Reserve. Simlipal Tiger Reserve is in Odisha state. It sprawls over an area of some 2,750 square feet in Odisha's Mayurbhanj district, which is adjoining Jharkhand and West Bengal. And it is Asia's second largest biosphere and the country's only wild habitat for melanistic Royal Bengal tigers. These 2 points are very important. Asia's second largest biosphere and the country's only wild habitat for melanistic Royal Bengal tigers. Alright. So this is the initiative which was taken up by Odisha government. So now let us solve an MCQ with respect to this particular region. So what is the reason for identifying this melanistic safari? Whenever you identify any particular thing as a safari, it aims to allow wildlife conservationists, researchers and enthusiasts to see these rare big cats from very close and also to create awareness among the need for the conservation as well. So the sighting of tigers is difficult in Simlipal Tiger Reserve because of its vast area, and the safari has been proposed as an added attraction for visitors to the Simlipal area as well. Now going through MCQ. Consider the following statement with regard to black tigers. Black tigers in India are found in Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. So the statement is false because there are total 10 black tigers in India, all exclusively from Odisha Simlipal. So the government has informed in the parliament as well, as per the cycle 2022, the Pan-India Tiger Estimation, which was the exercise which was taken up by the government. The Simlipal Tiger Reserve has 16 tigers, out of which 10 exhibit melanism. So it is not Madhya Pradesh, it is only exclusive in Odisha. Statement 1 is strong. Second, coat coloration and patterning caused the tigers to appear dark from a single mutation in the transmembrane aminopeptidase Q gene. Yes. So this is true again. Melanism, as I told you, is a genetic condition which increases the production of melanin. And it also says that the coat coloration and patterning causing the wildcats to appear dark stem from a single mutation in this particular gene. This is true. Here answer is option B, 2 only. Similar question with respect to the big cats. M stripes has also been asked in your prelims 2016. It is related to what? It is related to tiger reserves. Alright. Now moving on to the next important issue. Turkey is finally back Sweden's NATO bid. It forms part of your GS paper 2. International relations, current affairs of national and international importance, defense and security. What is the context around this particular article is because the Sweden's attempt to join NATO cleared a major hurdle after the Turkish parliament supported its membership. Turkey has finally supported Sweden's claim of being a member of NATO. Because if you look at the background, for any new country to join the NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the precondition is all the countries, all the existing members have to approve this particular bid. So with public opinion increasing in favor of joining NATO, both Sweden and Finland has applied for membership in the year 2022. Despite applying, while Finland's bid was initially cleared, Sweden ran into stiff opposition from Turkey. The Turkish president Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban, they rejected or delayed this process of Sweden's entry into NATO. So why was Turkey opposing this Sweden's bid? That you need to understand. Why? Because Turkey has accused Sweden of going soft on groups which Turkey sees as the terrorist groups, such as the Kurdist militant outfit, the Kurdistan Workers' Party, and also the Quran burning protests which were held in Sweden, which its government says the protected under freedom of speech laws, has triggered this particular issue. So on these two grounds, the Turkey has opposed Sweden's entry into NATO. So what is the benefit that any country gets? Benefit of Sweden joining into NATO. Once a country is a member of North Atlantic Treaty Organization, any attack on its territory is considered as an attack on US-led alliance, and all the 31 members are obligated to defend each other. So you will be having a collective action against any attack which was undertaken on any country who is part and member of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. This is the major advantage of being a member of NATO. So once Sweden becomes a member, almost all the Baltic Sea coastline, except that in Russia's control, will become NATO's territory. This is another important strategic advantage. This will provide the alliance strategic bases close to Russia, make supply lines more streamlined, and make it easier to defend assets in this particular sea as well. So Sweden's military, though numerically small, in modern and experienced in the past NATO missions. So importantly, it has advanced aircraft and submarine capabilities as well. So North Atlantic Treaty Organization, it is an organization. It is basically a military alliance which was established by North Atlantic Treaty, also called as Washington Treaty, in the year 1949. The basic by the United States, Canada, and several Western European nations to provide collective security against the sovereign union. So who are its original members? If you look at the original members of NATO, you have Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, United Kingdom, and United States. These are the original members. The headquarters of NATO is stationed in Brussels, Belgium. Alright. So now let us solve an MCQ with respect to this particular topic of NATO. Consider the following statement with regard to North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It is a military alliance started after the Cold War to preserve global order. It is true. It is a military alliance. India and China are not members of NATO. This is the second statement. India and China are not members of NATO. So second statement is also true. Next. Military alliance started after the Cold War to preserve global. North Atlantic Treaty Organization is basically a military alliance. It was established by Washington Treaty by United States. Collective action against Soviet Union. It was not started after Cold War. In 1949 only it was established. Statement 1 is wrong here in this particular case. Here answer should be B. 2 and 3 are correct. Sweden and South Africa applied for NATO membership in 2022. Is it Sweden? No. Sorry. Here option 3 is wrong. It is Sweden and Finland. So this statement is wrong. 1 is correct and 2 is correct. 1 and 2 are correct. Similar question has also been asked in Prelims 2023. Area of conflict mentioned in news, countries and where they are located. So how many statements are correct? So this forms part of your today's important issues. So visit our Telegram channel and answer the mains questions on the same topics. Wish you all the best. See you in the next session.